We are back to the Shantae series, and this time we're taking a look at the follow-up to Risky's Revenge, Pirate's Curse. Pirate's Curse was originally released on Nintendo's hardware, starting with the 3DS, and later an HD version being released for the Nintendo Wii U. Eventually this game was ported to PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Amazon's Fire TV, and now the Nintendo Switch, which is the version I'm looking at today. So Pirate's Curse picks up after the events of Risky's Revenge. Shantae is now completely human due to her being stripped of her powers in the previous game. One morning, Shantae hears cannons going off, so she goes to investigate. Ammo Baron, who is the explosion-happy character, is taking over Scuttletown. Come to find out, Ammo Baron is legally the new mayor and essentially places Shantae on lockdown. Later on, Risky Boots breaks into Shantae's home and accuses her of stealing all her pirate gear. One of the Tinkerbats gets possessed with dark magic and Shantae has to take down the threat, and this allows Shantae and Risky Boots to team up together to stop this ongoing threat, who is revealed later to be the Pirate Master, and regain Risky's gear. In terms of the story, I do feel the story is a huge improvement over Risky's Revenge. The stakes here are much higher. Not only that, but the other cast of characters get more personality and development here. One thing that I noted in a Risky's Revenge review is that the characters didn't really have much going on, but in this game, I love each of the characters and the writing was great. I love the banter between Shantae and Risky Boots. It made for some very entertaining cutscenes. So in terms of gameplay, right off the bat, Pirate's Curse is definitely more action-packed and faster paced than Risky's Revenge. From the very first level, you are thrown into a barrage of enemies and explosions. The game has a higher focus on platforming, but keeps some of the Metroidvania elements with backtracking and using more moves and gear to access parts of the stage you couldn't before. Unlike Risky's Revenge, the game offers self-contained islands for you to explore, and each island has their own dungeons and bosses as well. Now, since Shantae's magic is essentially gone in this game, your combat options are based on Risky's equipment, and I absolutely love the abilities these can offer. You obtain everything from a pistol, which is great for attacking enemies from a longer range. You get a hat, which allows you to glide, and also boots, which is pretty much like Samus's speed booster in Super Metroid. This has to be my personal favorite power-up that you get, and when you can use these moves back to back, it adds a bit of kinetic flow to the overall gameplay, which I love. Abilities like the pike ball and shields make a return, but they are simply items now. You can buy them in the shop, or you can find them with enemy drops. Speaking of enemies, this game has a greater variety of enemies, and man are some of these enemy placements and patterns annoying. This game has knockback, and that's something I've never been a fan of in platformers. There is an ability you can buy in the shop that will allow you to recover in midair, but it's still annoying. I appreciate the added challenge, but some of these items are just brutal, so be careful. The game bosses take more of a Zelda approach, where you can attack the boss's weakness using the gadget that you found in that particular dungeon. The boss's designs are great, but to be honest, none of them were really challenging, and I'll explain why. It is really easy to make Shantae overpowered in this game. This game allows you to stack power-ups in your item inventory and you will destroy bosses. Drink a couple super monster milks, use the super pike balls and the bubble shield, you will terrorize every boss in the game. It's crazy. Again, this game is more platform focused, so the pace of the dungeons are much faster and has less focus on puzzles. It's more so trying to find where to go and how to reach certain heights, and once you get the dungeon items, there you go. One thing this game really improved on was the soundtrack. There is no piece of music I felt was lackluster. Every track was great and it definitely helps push forward in the adventure. Overall, I found Pirate's Curse to be the better title when comparing it to Risky's Revenge. The game retains that retro pixel art aesthetic and it looks and sounds great. There are a few collectibles you can get as well. The Squid Babies allow you to increase your overall health, and the corrupted Cracklebats allows you to see the true ending of the game, so definitely take some time to explore. If you're a fan of Metroid or Zelda, Shantae is an easy recommendation. I look forward to reviewing the newer games. This game also has a mode called Pirate Mode, which essentially is a new game plus, where you have all of Risky's equipment from the very start, which makes it ideal for repeat playthroughs and speedruns. So give this game a shot. I think you all will love it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.